So hello friends, in this video we are going to talk about our Codechef starters 145. Okay, so basically I was able to solve only three questions. So now let's discuss our first problem statement. It's an easy level problem. So let's read the problem. You have given in two guns, a close range gun and a long range gun. Okay, basically we have been given two guns. A close range gun means it targets at distance less than or equal to D, while a long range gun and can only shoot target at distance strictly greater than D. Okay. For example, this is distance D. Okay. A short range gun. For example, this is my gun. A short range gun can shoot bullet in the up to the distance D or less than D. Okay. Long range gun. But a long range gun can shoot after greater than the distance of D. Greater than D. Okay. It can shoot means a long range gun can only shoot targets at a distance strictly greater than D. Okay, so basically you need to shoot at the series of n targets in order. So what we have been given, the distance of the ith target is what? A. Your task is to determine the minimum number of times you need to switch between the two guns to shoot all n targets. Let's understand it with the help of example. Basically, you have been given the total number of targets and D. 2 is what? D over here. Our D is 2. Then targets 2, 1, 3, 4. Basically 2, 1, 3, 4 is the target. Let's draw a graph over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our D is still range of what? Our D is still range of 2 only. Or this is our D. Basically till the range of 2. Okay. And our gun is pointing towards this. This is our gun and we are shooting the bullet. So basically we can shoot bullet till distance of what? 1 and 2 only. Okay, means as 2 comes on, as 2 is less than or equals to D, which is what? 2 only. So basically it means it can be shoot by a short gun. So we can continue. Keep in mind read the question. Your task is to determine between the two guns, but you can initially you are holding the close range gun. Initially, you will start the game by holding the close range gun. So keep that in mind. Means you are holding the close range gun and you are also in the close range over here. You are also in the close range over here. 2, 1, 3, 4. First of all, 2. As 2 is less than equals to, our D is what? 2 over here. 2 is less than equals to D. So we will continue because this is in the short range. Okay. This is in the short range. 1 is also less than equals to D, which is in the short range. Okay, but 3. 3 is greater than D, which is what? 2 over here. 3 is greater than D, means it is a long range gun. So we will switch. We will switch. So basically, we are switching here. Okay, means our switch count is what? 1. Means we have switched the gun. Now next. Next is what? 4 over here. 4 is also greater than D, means it is also a long range gun. Okay, so we have completed all the 4 targets over here. We have completed all the 4 targets. Okay, so basically we have to do only how many switches? Only one switches. We have to switch the gun only one time. So our answer is what? 1 over here. Let's try to understand with another example also. We have been given D equals to what? 1 over here. And our targets are at 2, 3, 4 and 1 distance. Okay, means you can shoot the target means by short range gun till only the target at 1 meter only. Let's suppose call it 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter and 1 meter. You can shoot the targets up till only 1 meter by short range gun. So basically here our first target is at 2. Our first target is 2 over here, and we are holding short range gun. We are holding the short range gun. So as basically 2 is greater than D, 2 is greater than D means we have to switch over here. We have to switch over here. Okay. So means our switch count will increase to 1. Our switch count will increase to 1. It will be what? 1 over here. Okay. As 2 is greater than D means we need a long range gun. We have switched the small gun to long gun. Now next. 3 is also greater than D. We don't have to switch. Okay. We don't have to switch because we have long range gun now. 4 is also greater than D. Also we don't have to switch now also. But now. But now. As 1 is less than equals to D. So we have to again switch the gun. It will be what? 1 plus 1 equals to 2 over here. We have to switch the gun over here. We will use short range gun. This 3 were what? Long range gun. But this one is short range. As its range is less than or equals to what? D over here. As its range is less than or equals to D. So that's why we are using the short range gun over here. Okay. So basically how you will be able to solve the question? How will be able to solve the question? Let's try to understand it. Okay. By the suppose the take example this only. We have been given D equals to what? 1. And range is what? Range is 2, 3, 4, and 1. Range is 2, 3, 4, and 1 over here. Basically. So first of all, we will initialize. We will initialize what? We will initialize our X. For example, take X over here. Let me show my code. Yes. First of all, you will initialize our X to minus 1 and Y to 0. X is what? X is the taking some random variable, and Y is what? Count of our count over here. Let's suppose make it count. Yes, it will be more easier for you to understand now. Increment the count. Okay, basically here also. Okay, so basically I have initialized our x to minus 1 and our count x to minus 1 and our count to what? Count to 0 over here. X is minus 1 and our count is 0 as you are able to see. Okay, so basically, first of all, we will check over here. We'll check 1 and our D is what over here? Our sorry, there was a little bit confusion. Yes, our D is what? Our D is 1 over here. And first of all, we will check for 2 over here. Okay, as basically means we are running in the for loop for I in range n. Our A of I is what? I is equals to 0 means A of 0. A of 0 is what? 2 over here. As 2 is greater than D. Okay. Also, our and our x is also what equals to what? Minus 1. So we will increase our count. Count plus equals to 1. Okay. Our count will be what now? 1 over here. And now our x will be what? Minus 2. Okay. Our x will be now minus 2 over here. Is that clear? Next. Next what? Second iteration. Next we are going in second iteration. Means what? I equals to 1. I equals to 1 means next character over here. This one. Means we are at 3. As we know that 3 is also greater than D. And 3 is also greater than D. But there is one problem over here. So we know that 3 is greater than D. But our x is not equals to what? Minus 1. Our x is what? X equals to minus 2. It is not equals to minus 1. So we will not be able to increment the count over here. So we will move forward to 4, this one. We move forward to 4. As we know that 4 is also greater than D, but our x is what not equals to minus 1 over here. So we'll again move forward. Okay, we'll again skip this and move forward. But at last, we have got this 1 over here. We have got 1 as 1 is less than equals to D over here. Okay, 1 is what less than equals to D. Okay, so we will also our x is what equals to what minus 2 over here. Our x is what equals to minus 2, as you are able to say our x is minus 2 over here. So basically our count will again increment by 1. Our count will be equals to what? Our count will be equals to now 1 plus 1. Here our count was what? 1. Now here our count is 2 over here. Also our x will be equals to now minus 1. Okay, our x will be equals to now what? Minus 1 over here. Basically we have ended with all the targets. We have now ended with all the targets. So we'll return count. Basically our count is, let me improve my handwriting. Wait a minute. We will do what? Return our count. Our count is what? Over here our count is 2. So basically 2 is our answer. So this was all for this question, okay? And this was the easy code for it. Please, you can dry run it and you will understand the problem statement over here. This was the explanation, basic explanation for this question. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's check this question. Okay, second question is what? Make my array equal. Basically, let's read the question problem statement over here. You have been given an array A of length n. Determine if it is possible to make all the elements of A equal by performing the following operation any number of times, possibly 0. Choose two distinct indices I and j. Update the value at I by setting AI to AI plus j. For example, 153. Okay. Basically, we have been given an array over here. For example, take the array from the question only 15356. You have to choose two indices I and j. For example, this is I and this is j. Okay, like this you have to choose two indices. Okay, now for example, I am choosing the indices over this one. This is basically I am choosing this is I and this is my j. You have to do what? Our a of I will be changed to what? A of I plus a of j over here. Basically, this is what my a of I is what over here. Wait a minute. Now it's okay. Basically, your a of I is what 6 over here. Now it will be a of I plus a of j. J is what 3 over here, which is equals to 9. So basically, our a of I will be 9 over here. So new array, our new array will be what 1, 5, 3, 5, 9 over here. Okay, our new array will be 1, 5, 3, 5, 9. As you are able to see, okay, we have incremented our 6 by a of j. Now, let's suppose I choose the index. This is my I, and basically this is my j over there. Let me suppose choose this index. So our a of I equals to a of I plus a of j over here. A of I is what? 5. A of I plus a of j is what? A of I is also 5 and a of j is also 5. So basically our new array. Our new array will be what? Our new array will be, it will be 10 over here. 1, 10, 3, 5, 8, and 9 over here. 1, 10, 3, 5, and 9 over here. Okay. So basically we have to do this operation, this kinds of operation over here. And if we have got all the elements equal like this, if we got 1 1 1 1, all the elements like this, or 2 2 2 2, means all elements equal, we have to print yes, else we have to print no. Okay, so basically let's try to understand it with the help of an example. As you are able to see, that is 1 1 1, all the elements are what, equal to each other, so basically its answer will be yes only. Okay, as all elements are equal over here. But the second one, the second one, 1 comma 2, basically this one, this it is basically a means tricky example. Okay, so let's suppose this is my I and this is my j. Okay, this is my I and this is my j. So basically, as we know the formula, a of I equals to what, a of I plus a of j over here. Okay, so as we know that a of I equals to a of I plus a of j, so 1 will be what, equals to 1 plus 2 over here. 1 will be equals to 1 plus 2. So basically, our new array will be what? It will be 3. 3, 3, 2. Our new array will be 3, 2. Okay. So basically, this will be a new array. Basically, 3 is not equals to 2 over here. Or we can take another condition. Basically, let this suppose be my j, and this suppose be my I. So basically, it will be what? It will be 1 comma 3, because 2 equals to what, 2 plus 1. Okay, so it will be 1 comma 3. So as uh, taking alternate I or j, we are getting what, we are getting both are unequal, so this will be printed as what, no only, or answer will be no over here, because as we know that this cannot be equal. Okay, so what kind of means what kind of approach we are going to use over here. Okay, we will be using a simple dictionary over here. We will be using a simple dictionary over here. Okay, first of all, let's take a simple example over here. This one, 1 0 0. Okay, so basically this is my example. And first of all, I have initialized a dictionary over here, and c equals to what, 0. Okay, or c is equals to what, 0 over here. So for each element in a, first of all, for the first element, over here, means this for I in a over here. For I in a, if our I is not equals to, if our I is not equals to 0, and also if our I is not in B, so our C will be incremented to 1 over here. Means what is the meaning of this? What does it mean over here? Okay, let's try to understand it. Means what is the basic meaning of this? We have initialized our B as our empty dictionary over here. Okay, so first of all, we will check our first element is what, 1. Our 1 is what, not equals to 0. So we'll check that if 1 is present in this dictionary. If it is present, we will increment C by 1, or else we will put the 1 to 1 in the dictionary. This B of I equals to what, B dot get I comma 0 plus 1. Don't get confused by the statement. It just simply means if this 1 over here, if this one is not present in the list, if this one over here, if this one is not present in the list, so we will just put it in the list. Okay, just put this in the list. So our B will be now what, B will be 1. 1 is present only one time. We have got 1 only one time. So we have put it in the list. Then comes another element. Then comes another I. Our I is equals to now what, 0 over here. As our I is equals to 0. Okay, as our I equals to 0. we will do nothing. Okay, because here we are checking for only I not equals to 0. Means I will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any number, but not 0. So we will not iterate for 0. Then another element is also 0 over here. We will also not iterate for it. So basically, now our C, our C is what? Our C is equals to 0 over here, as we know. Because here, we have not incremented our C in this, because we are not having the 1 in our set. So we have not incremented our C. So C is what? Equals to 0. As our C is less than equals to what? 1 over here. We will just print yes. So our output will be what? Our output will be yes over here. Okay, for this question. So this was the basic explanation for the given question over here. Okay, this was just a simple basic explanation. Let's suppose take an example of, let's suppose take another example like 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, let's suppose 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, 3, 3. Yes, this is my basic example over here. So what we will be going to do over here, basically, first of all, our first element is what? 1 over here. Our I equals to what? 1 over, which is not equals to 0. So we will check if it is in B over here. Our B is what? Empty over here. Our B is empty over here. So basically it is not in B. So we will put this in the B over here. We will put the in the B over here. Okay. So we have put it in the B. So next iteration, we'll go on next iteration. Our next iteration will be what? I equals to 2. As 2 is not equals to 0. So we'll check if it is in the B. So 2 is also not in the B. So we will put 2 in the B over here. 1 is present one time. 2 is also present one time. So this is B over here. Okay. Then move forward. Again, I equals to 2 means 0, 1, 2. Let me do the indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I equals to what? 2 over here. Next 2. Okay. Again, I equals to what? 2. Let me change the color. I is equals to 2 over here. So basically, 2 is in the B over here. 2 is present in the B over here. This earlier 2 is present in the, we have put it in the B. So for next 2, 2 is also present in the B. So basically, we what? So basically, our count will be incrementing our count over here. So our C will be what? Incremented to 1. Means our C has become 1 over here. C is equals to now 1. So again move forward. Again move forward. So now our next element is what? 3 over here. Our next, oh sorry, yes. So our next element is 3 over here. Okay. Our next element is 3. So basically our I equals to what? I equals to 3. So basically 3 is not in the list over here. Is 3 in the B over here? It is not. Absolutely not in the B. Okay. So 3 is not in the B over here. So basically we will do what? 2 is present 2 times. No, sorry, 2 is present 1 time over here. 2 times. Yes. Oh, basically I forgot it. We have got this 2. So basically I have added this 2 in the list over here. Means we have 2 times in the list. Now our I is equals to what? 3 over here. 3 is also not in the list. So we will put it in the list. Now our B is what? 1 time. 2 is present 2 times. 1 is present 1 time. 2 is present 2 times. And 3 is present 1 time. So basically this is our B over here. So again moving forward. again moving forward. So we are moving forward to again 3. Means our I is again 3 over here. I equals to 3 basically. So we know that 3 is already present in the B. So 3 is already present in the B. Okay. We know that 3 is present in the B. So we will again increment the count. Okay. Again we will increment the count. So C will be now what? 1 plus 1 equals to what? 2 over here. Okay. Now we have ended with all kinds of numbers. So our final C is what? 2 over here. As we know that 2 is C equals to what? 2. 2 is greater than 1. So we will output no. Our output will be what? No. Means this string 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 cannot be converted. Means its all element cannot be made equal over here. Okay. So basically this was the code for the question and simple explanation for this. Okay. This was the simple explanation for this. Now let's move forward our third question. Okay. Basically it was a very not very, it was a bit difficult question. Okay. Means it was a question regarding subsequence. Okay. It was a basic question regarding the subsequences. So let's discuss it. Our question is name is what? Make Bob win. Basically, Alice and Bob are playing a game. Okay, with binary string S. I am not reading the problem statement. I am explaining it. Okay, because the problem statement is bit difficult to understand. So basically, Alice and Bob are playing what game with binary string S over here. With binary string S means binary string is what basically it may be 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. Means binary string consists of only zeros and ones over it. So Alice and Bob take turns making moves with Alice going first. On their turn, a player can choose and delete a contiguous substring of S where all characters are same, either all zeros or either all one. Basically, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Basically, this is a continuous string of zeros. This is also continuous string of ones. So a player can choose and delete a continuous substring of S. Okay, where all characters are same. In this, what all characters are same over here. Okay, so Alice wins if after her turn the string S no longer contain any ones. Means, for example, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So basically, what if Alice delete this once? So Alice what wins over here means it will be what 0, 0, 0 over here. It does not contain anyone. So Alice wins. And when Bob wins, when does the Bob wins? Bob wins when the string no longer contain any zeros. Means this is the string and he removed this continuous string. So string is what? 1 1 now. It does not contain any zero over here. So basically in this case Bob wins. So Bob can flip some characters in the string S before the game starts to increase his chances of winning. Means Bob can do some kind of cheating over here. Means he can flip some characters in the string S before the game starts to increase his chances of winning. So the goal, what is our goal? To determine the minimum number of flips. Our goal is to determine minimum number of flips Bob needs to make to ensure he can win the game. Means to ensure that he can win the game. So let's understand it with the help of an example. Okay. So for example, given a string of length 6. Okay. For example, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So basically, Alice strategy is what? Remove 1. And Bob's strategy is what? Remove 0. Okay. These are the strategies of Alice and Bob. So basically, the string contains alternating zeros and ones. Means a pair of 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. These are alternating zeros and ones over here. So what? So if Alice starts, she can remove any contiguous segment of ones. However, there are no continuous zeros and ones. Means there is no pair of not 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. No pair of zeros and ones over here. Okay. So means she cannot apply her strategy over here. Okay. So in this case, what she will do? Means if bot starts, he can remove any contiguous segments of one similar to the ones, but there are no continuous segments of zeros and ones over here. So what strategy the Bob will use to ensure that Bob win? We need to make sure that Alice cannot remove all ones before Bob remove all kinds of zeros. Means to ensure that Alice cannot win, Bob have to remove all kinds of zeros over here. So this can be achieved if Bob can force the game such that all the zeros are removed before Alice manages to remove all ones. Means this all zeros are removed before the Alice. So Bob can make a flip to alter the position or qualities of zeros and ones. Means he can flip the zeros to ones. Means this is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. He can just flip the zeros to ones. Zeros to ones. And these ones are as it is. So basically your new string will be what? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Basically, Bob can use the strategy of flipping. So this is basically the flipping means 0 to 1 over here. Okay. So this can make the Bob win immediately. Means there are no zeros over here. There is basically no zeros. So basically, in this case, Bob wins. So means so what kind of strategy? Means what kind of strategy we will use over here? Okay, in such case, what kind of strategy we are going to use? Okay, so it's basically a simple problem, and there is a simple optimal solution also for this problem statement. Okay, there is also a simple optimal solution for this problem statement. Now let's see my code over here. Okay, basically, basically I have taken a data driven over here. I have basically taken a data driven over here. Means what? First of all, I have read the input over here, and then I have calculated the values based on the means first and the last character of the binary string. Okay, I have calculated the values based on the first and the last characters of the binary string over here. Okay, so now let's try to understand it. Sorry guys, actually I don't know why my mic was closed over here. So I was speaking. King and speaking, but my mic was closed. So now let's discuss. Okay, first of all, let's talk about this T. I left over here only, I think so. This is my what? This is my number of test cases over here. So don't confuse in this. Okay. So first of all, here, let's talk about this only. This is our main answer over here. This is our main answer. Means we are processing the answer based on the formula, simple formula. Means our idea is to compute a value based on the ASCII values of the first and the last characters of the string. Our idea is to compute a value based on the ASCII values of the first and the last characters of the string. Let's understand it with the help of an example over here. Okay, let's understand it with the help of an example. Okay, so basically, let's try to understand it with the help of another example. Take the example of binary string. Well, let's suppose our binary string is what? Our binary string is uh, this is my basically the binary string over here. Yes. Let's suppose it may be 0 1 0 1 and 0. Okay. So basically, yes. So let's suppose my string will be 0 1 0 1 and 0 over it. Okay. So basically, this is my binary string 0 1 0 1 and 0 over it. So basically, our n is what 5 over here. Our n is 5 over here. Don't focus on these kinds of. This is just basically the input taking of input over here. This you have to focus only on the main formula, means calculation of the answer. I have created a list result over here and appended the answer based on the single formula. Answer means calculating the last and first and the last index, the ASCII values of it. Okay, so basically our S of 0 over here, our S of 0 means this first element. It is what 0 over here, and S of n minus 1 means the last element. It is also 0. Means that is it is what s of n minus 1 is what 4 over here. Okay, so our s of n minus 1 is 4 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so first of all our ordinary of 0 over here, it is what 48. Okay, the sky values, you don't need to learn it, just you have to just remember it for a rough idea over here. Also the sky values of the next 0 is what 49 over here, or we can say sorry, sky value of 1, sky value of 1 over here, or sky value of 1 is what 49 over here. Now let's suppose put it in the formula. Put it in the formula means what? Let me write it in the another color. Let me put it in the formula of minimum of 2 plus 48 plus 48. Okay, ordinary of 0 plus ordinary of 0 minus ordinary of s of 0. S of 0 is what? Our 0 only, so 48 minus s of n minus 1, ordinary of s of n minus 1, minus of 48, comma what? N is what? 5. Our string is of length 5 over here. So basically this 48 cut it, and we have to find minimum of what 2 comma 5 over here. Minimum of 2 comma 5. So we have got our minimum. Minimum is what? 2 over here. Basically our minimum is 2. So we will append it in the list. Our R will be equals to 2 over here. Means 2 is appended in the list over here. Now our R is containing 2. Our example was what? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. Now let's move on to the final one. Okay. So we have got our R as 2 over here. Our R is what? 2 over here in this case, basically. So let's suppose another example also. Let's take 1110. Okay. Let's take another example as 1110. Our first element and our last element. Our S of 0 is 1 and our S of n minus 1 means 4 minus 1. Okay, S of 3 is what? 0 over here. Okay, so basically our answer will be what? Our answer will be what? Minimum of 2 plus. Ordinary of 0 is what? As we know, 48. And ordinary of again 0 is, sorry, 48 plus 48. Okay, ordinary of 0 plus ordinary of 0. Then ordinary of S of 0. S of 0 is what? 1. S of 0 is 1 over here. So it will be 49. And this is 48. As ordinary of 1 is what? 49. And ordinary of 0 is 48. Minus 49 minus 48. Ordinary of n minus 1. This is 48. Comma n. N is what? 4 over here. We have total of 4 numbers in this. Ordinary of 4. So basically, it is what? 2 plus 48. Basically, it is what 2 plus 48 plus 48 minus 49 minus 48. Okay, so 48 minus 48 minus 49. 50 minus 49 is what? 1. So we have to find minimum of 1 comma 4. We have to find minimum of 1 comma 4 over here. So our result will appended by minimum value, which is what? 1 over here. So our answer will be 1 in this case. Okay, so this was a basic explanation for the third question. Okay, let's take the example from our question only. This 0 1 1 0 0 1. Okay, and according to this formula, we will solve our answer. This formula. Okay, so basically, one time. Wait a minute. 0 1 1 0 0 1. Okay, 0 1 1 0 0 1. Basically, our this is S of 0, which is equal to what? 48 now. S of 0 means if value 0, SY value of 0 is 48 and SY value of 1 is what? 49. Okay. And this is S of n minus 1, which is what? 49. So our answer will be equals to what? Minimum of. Minimum of what? 0. Sorry. Minimum of 2 plus. Ordinary of 0. Ordinary of 0 is what? 48. Then again ordinary of 0. 48. Okay. Minus ordinary of S of 0. S of 0 is what? 48. Minus ordinary of S of minus n minus 1, which is 49, comma n. N is what? N is total number of characters in the string. It is what? 6. Means we have 6 characters in the string over here. Basically, 6 characters we have. So 6 over here. 48, 48 will be cancelled out. Then 50 minus 49 is what? 1 over here. So our answer will be what? minimum of 1 comma 6 over here. So our answer will be what? 1 in this case. Okay. So we have got our basically answer over here. So as you are able to see, we have got our answer. So this was all today for our today's Codechef problem, Codechef contest. So we will discuss another Codechef contest in the next Wednesday. So thank you, friends.